Yo, what up, world? Welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast. You're now rocking with the best. What's good? And today we got a Queens representative, right? Because a lot of people been getting on my ass saying that I show more love to other boroughs.
Harlem.
I mean, I fuck with who fuck with me, but that's beside the point. We got Focus the Truth in here.
Created a lane by rhyming words that I think in my brain. Won't say it's easy, but I rarely complain.
What up, bro? Yeah. Welcome to the Speakeasy, bro.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Charlie Millions, spiritual dad.
That's what's good, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
I feel like you one of the busiest niggas in the world right now. I ain't
definitely
gonna lie.
Outside, heavy.
I text this nigga and I was like, yo, when you get some time for me, just text me back. He hit me like 3 weeks later. I'm like,
nah, it's like a week or something like that.
It's all good. It's all right. The story is better. My story is better. So what's good though, man? Talk about what you got going on right now. What's causing all the movement?
Just staying active. We got 2 tapes out, one on streaming, one on my website, Closure, which is the more recent one. It's like a breakup album, the best breakup album of all time. And then we got Triller Season Volume 1, which is more like a mixtape hosted by my son Xavier.
Bro, this is my dad. He's the best. And he can rap. And he can do everything. The cars are best. This is Triller Season Volume 1.
That's fire.
Raps,
fire.
Just rapping and rapping.
Nah, so when you say you have a breakup album, because you sent me all the music, and I'm like,
yes, I did.
I called you right away. Like I was like halfway through the first song, and I'm like, oh nah, you on some shit. Like, so were you always like comfortable or that vulnerable in your music? Because I feel like talking about a breakup to that like severity, I think is like extreme. So talk about that.
Vulnerability is definitely one of my strong points. Like, I've been doing this for a minute, so like we come from Queens, so a lot of the stuff is like the 50 G Unit, Dipset, D Block, so that's like natural inclination to do that. But I lived in London for like 2 years, so then I started messing with like these different producers, and then my boy used to be like, "Yo, just rap about them. Tell me about your experience. Tell me about this." So it kind of got me out of that box. And then I was like just expressing myself more.
Fuck you was doing in London?
School there for 2 years. I got a master's out there.
Word. Oh, that's dope.
Amen.
That's dope.
Word.
Charlie like niggas from London.
Right.
Business administration.
Okay, period.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Queens get the money.
Yeah, and shit like that.
You heard?
Yeah, Charlie Billions. Go ahead, my fault.
So being that you was out there for 2 years, do you feel like that helped shape like the lane that you were putting yourself in musically?
For sure, because, you know, like the New York thing, you kind of have like that hip hop, the 90s, all that. But then being over there, kind of just alternative vibes.
Yeah.
They do a house, they listen to this. And yeah, just trying to blend in and try to convey my message there. And it's like you get better at articulating yourself to different people as opposed to just, yo, we rapping street shit all the time.
Why you never try to get your accent, bro? like I'm not going over there for 2 years and not coming back with one. Like, why you ain't trying to get your accent?
I was never interested in getting the accent. I was cool. And over there, the New York thing is the accent, so it was kind of my unique selling point, kind of.
Okay, all right.
Right. I was listening to the music, right? Lose It All, right? Fire.
Wedding rings to prove that you were part of my everything. The feelings unsettling. I'm far from perfect, plus I have my secrets. But you told me that you love me, but didn't fuck me like you.
Number one, I fuck with the vulnerability and OD, the soul sample, right? So I want to ask you, like, I'll be watching a lot of interviews and they'll be like rappers that say, "Oh, I listen to a lot of R&B music." Like, is that like something that you into? Like, is that like your go-to?
I wouldn't say my go-to. Hip hop is probably my go-to, but that'll be number 2.
Yeah, because with the soul samples, like I be feeling like a lot of people like listen to like maybe old school R&B. Like,
yeah, nah, definitely this R&B samples is a thing, and I think like just like the dirty loops and not drum stuff, kind of like with the Griselda and all that. Yeah, I kind of got heavy into that. So that was
who is Shorty on or that's singing that shit?
Oh, that's my homegirl, Coffee Bean. She lives across the street from my girl. She is nasty, super nasty. And she's a great dancer, performer. She's on tour with Maya the Dawn right now. And yeah, she's super dope.
Wait, that's homegirl that was at Danny Barbecue. You had her with.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Kofi.
Shout out to Kofi.
Shout out to Kofi. Her voice is fire.
Word.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. So you mentioned this is a breakup album. So I wanted to know, like, are you talking about one person, the whole album, or are you talking about different women? Because I really want to know who you're talking about in Toxic.
Oh man, we get mad specific. Oh yeah, it's definitely about one person, but I don't like to say that the album is about that person. I feel like it's more about my experience, just going through it and how I dealt with everything, and yeah. But it's definitely about one person.
I got a follow up. Not to be too personal, right?
Go for it.
Is it your child's mom?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that was very specific.
Because I listened to it.
Not to be specific. That was very
specific. But it's in there. But feel me?
All right, but being that it's so like close to home, did you ever think that you would get like pushback on it? Like, does she know that you're talking about her?
Honestly, to this day, I don't even know if she heard it. I really don't. Respectfully, I don't care. It's like
it's
not
fuck baby mom.
That's crazy.
Nah, I wasn't really. I think there was definitely thoughts about that, but
yeah,
it's like this artistry, so it's like you gotta be strong and get your point across. If you really want to resonate, you gotta be vulnerable.
That's true, but also you want to think about it because even right now, y'all might not be on the best terms, but like moving forward, you think that would, like, her hearing this would stop y'all from being able to repair y'all relationship?
He said respectfully,
it was definitely no. There was definitely thought in there. It's not like I'm over there calling a stupid bitch or crazy. It was, tried to do it as tastefully as possible, but it wasn't.
Right,
I don't think it was insulting.
So then it was helpful or harmful?
Definitely helpful. It's like a whole therapy session.
Okay.
Word.
All right. So moving forward, like, and this is just like in general. So I've heard this topic being discussed, and I wanted to know, what do you think about hip hop overall in general? Now I'm being real specific, and this is like, I'm gonna say, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
38.
Okay. All right. So
take that, cut that off. Okay, go ahead.
So you grew up listening to like the 90s stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So during that period of time, do you feel like it's been more helpful or harmful to the culture? Hip hop.
I don't know. I don't know how you take it. Like I feel like it's half and half. Like there's rappers like Mos Def, Talib, or whatever, like more conscious, whatever. Yeah. And even like early hip hop with KRS and stuff like that, it was super helpful in that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could grab from it, but then whatever drill or however you want to label it.
But I feel like a lot of the positive stuff always got pushed to the side. So it's like that's not what we resonate with most of the time.
Is it? Because J. Cole and Kendrick is like the top rappers right now.
Well, that's now. Like, that's today. Like, and I just think that speaks to the generation that we in because we're more, like, socially conscious. Like, at that time, like, coming up, niggas wasn't going to therapy. Niggas wasn't, like, it was fuck bitches, get money. Like, protect your block, whatever. Like, Wu-Tang, like, all that shit was just, like, it was based around, like, tough times that people survived. So I understand people telling their story, but it's like, at what cost? Because a lot of people follow that shit.
Not to cut you off, you feel like you said Kendrick and Cole. You feel like more people want to follow them or follow maybe somebody like younger, like a Lil Durk, or somebody more like just younger. Like
I think the numbers speaks to the conscious rappers because if they selling the most and they touring and getting the most people,
you think numbers is real? You think that should be real?
Fuck the numbers of sales. There's shows. If you go to Kendrick shows, you go to Drake shows, J. Cole shows, they selling out arenas. The drill rappers ain't selling out no arenas. It's like a small subsection. They don't even hit the Billboard charts if you really want to argue numbers or impact.
Understandable, but I'm gonna give you pushback, right? Every time I hear like people talk about like selling out and all that don't be always us in them crowds.
So you saying, is it you asking if it's positive or negatively influencing black people or just the...
He said culture, that's why.
Yeah, the culture.
Like, I can't speak for white
culture,
people. I ain't white.
Culture is black people?
Yeah, for sure.
All
absolutely.
Right, then,
I'm only speaking for us. Yeah.
All right, then, I don't know. I go to Kendrick shows. There'd be mad black people there too. I go to Cole shows. There'd be mad black people there. I go to Dreamville Fest. There'd be mad black people there. So
Dreamville Fest already do be.
I don't know how to define it, but I definitely think drill is a subsection, and I like if that's what we associate in negative. I would say that.
What about you, Charlie? How you feel about it?
I would agree. I think it's half and half. I think it's been definitely more harmful lately because you see more like. Every other day we got a different rapper that has been killed senselessly. And I feel like that didn't happen as often back in the day. Obviously we had the Biggies and the Tupac and others, but now it's like literally like clockwork. It's like somebody's dying for something really dumb. Not even on no like long-term beef, which was what was happening with Biggie and Tupac, but it's like, oh, I wanted his chain, so I took his life. So,
but even like aside from the killing though, even like with the women rap though, like how you feel about that? Harmful, helpful, like it's outside of the drill shit. Like,
I mean, for the women rap, I feel like it seems to be a lot of camaraderie around between a lot of them. So I like to see that, but you know,
you think so?
What about what they selling?
I mean, I'm anti that completely. I'm
okay,
anti what they selling because I think you can obviously still be sexy, but it's like it's becoming a point where it's like a little vulgar. And obviously we had our Little Kims, we had our Foxies, but I feel like there was like limitations to where they went with it. It was like, yeah, I'm a hoe, but I'm high fashion, right? But this is high fashion pussy I'm selling. But I feel like now it's kind of cheapened. I don't know. There's something about it that's really kind of tacky now. And maybe it's because I'm old.
I think it's just the relatability factor. I think that's why people gravitate towards the Sexy Reds and the Ice Spices because it's like everybody
I'm a bird.
But everybody can't afford high fashion. Everybody can't be fly. Everybody can't afford those experiences. So if I could just hang out with my girls with an ice cup, twerk in front of a car, like that's what we gonna do. And I think more people relate to that side of it. So I think it's just something that we got to get used to, unfortunately.
Yeah, everybody could afford the tank top and the little shorts. Everybody.
Yeah.
No, but and that's what I'm saying.
And a solo cup of Hennessy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, little Don. Like that's what I'm saying. All of that's a part of what's happening right now.
Kids drinking Don Julio these days.
Yeah.
Don Julio.
So speaking of ice cups, what artists had y'all in a chokehold for the summer? Like, who you was fucking with, Neesh?
I want to think Cash Cobain.
Yeah, Cash.
He's like, I don't know.
It was his summer. I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, if it wasn't for Drake and Kendrick shit bleeding into the summer, I think Cash clearly got the summer for sure.
Yeah. I was going with Kendrick.
Big boy summer.
Yeah, I was going with Kendrick too. Yeah. But that's
Kendrick?
No, that was a good one. No, I like the Cash. Why not?
I don't think Kendrick had this.
He had the biggest moment.
He had the moment, right?
The biggest
and it's
moment.
carried on, but I don't think he didn't want to. He didn't really do anything beyond that song.
Yeah, right? She was. You definitely right. I didn't even think about that.
That was good. That's why we need Neesh. Neesh tapped in. What's the shit problem, right? Everybody listening to it right now. Sing that shit.
That's just not my problem. But it's not even his song. That's the sad part. Like,
but he got the sound.
Then he put everybody on it.
The sexy drill got it right now. Yeah. The sexy drill got it right now.
Even all the beats sound the same.
Like even like us being older, do y'all enjoy that type of shit? Like, do you enjoy it, Charlie?
I like Cash Cobain.
Yeah. What about you, Focus? Like that's something you vibe to? Cause you like
Cash Cobain is the GOAT.
Yeah. Oh, the GOAT. Come on, bro. You just got that game for saying that Eminem is the GOAT, and you gonna come out and say Cash Cobain
because he's a GOAT.
Fight him there.
Let me explain it. He's a GOAT because he's like he started that whole sound, so he's a pioneer. So I'm definitely gonna give him credit. He's a GOAT, not the GOAT. Pardon me.
Okay.
But I'm definitely going with Kendrick over Cash Cobain for the summer.
Niggas
is not playing Cash Cobain in LA or around the world like they playing Not Like Us.
Oh, he about to go viral.
Let's see.
Right.
You think so?
I thought Rum Punch had. I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's a New York thing right now. See, I think Cash Cobain, he's doing great, but I don't know if that's like a regional thing at this point. I would love to see him like have national or international success, but I feel like right now is that like an East Coast thing?
I think but Fisher was really wild.
Yeah, I mean,
even though I like dunk contests over Fisher, which is crazy.
Oh,
come on, man. Yeah, she knows. I was like, nigga, what? Yeah.
I only know like two songs.
Yeah,
I like that shit with Don Toliver. The Don Toliver and Cash Cobain.
Yes,
I forgot the name
with Charlie.
of it. Yes,
oh
exactly.
My God.
That one.
Yeah, he did his thing with that one.
Yeah. No, that was hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
So speaking,
Cole got one with him too, right?
Grippy is hard.
Too. Yeah, I like that one too.
I like Grippy a lot.
Wait, what?
That's for the elders.
Yo,
because they got
wait, because it seemed like that name resonated with you. Are you Miss Grippy?
No.
Are you Miss Grippy?
I didn't say all that.
I'm asking you now. Are you Miss Grippy? Is it Miss Grippy in the house?
I mean, you don't have to get a testimonial to find out if I'm Miss Grippy. But I like that song because I like that it was like the merging of like the kind of older-ish rapper. Because he's definitely hitting 40 soon. Yeah. With like the newer sound. And I like that he jumped on that. But I was going to say, I think the girls ran the summer for sure. Because you had like, what's her face? Glorilla started a heat wave. You know, Lotto finally dropped her project, which was pretty good. I mean, I listened to it. It wasn't a bad album. Meg dropped her album. So I think the girls were kind of running the summer.
You're right. Glorilla said it was 95 degrees, and that was it.
Every day.
It never was cool again. It was never cool again.
You listen to Meg's album like that?
Whose album?
Meg.
I gave it a whirl.
Yeah, I definitely did.
What the fuck?
I'm always giving it a whirl, but I don't listen to it. But I really like.
Did you listen though? Like,
no, I always give it that first listen, and then I decide what I want to hear again. You know, I really did appreciate Mamushi. I think it was cool that she kind of brought that different element. I like Meg because she's sexy, but she's also like a nerdy, like anime girl, and she's kind of bringing that to the forefront, and I appreciated the Japanese infusion in her songs.
No, on that album, I think the one with Victoria Monet.
Oh, like
that shit.
Okay,
all right.
That shit was.
So then,
shout out to Megan Victoria.
For sure. I apologize. I'm sorry to cut y'all off, but what I want to get into is artists that you feel like don't get enough credit. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking with. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. I think her name is Doechii.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Oh my god!
You think she don't get enough? I feel like I can't stop hearing her name, bro.
I mean, I just want her to get the recognition she deserves. So I think it's like fair that you're hearing it a lot because it's like, bro, like I haven't heard an album that complete in a long time. When it comes to production, lyrics, like I don't want to say it, but that's somebody that I think could fill that Nicki lane. Like if they market her right, because I mean Nicki's here, and I'm not trying to push out the way, but if we talking about the next woman that to be international like superstar, she has the potential. Yeah, she has the potential.
She gives me more Doja vibes. Yeah, I heard a lot of Doja influence in her album.
Doja, man,
Doja nice too.
Doja nice. I think Doja's the next Nicki per se, and then she could probably fill the Doja
like
shoes.
Animatedness, like production, dancing, like animatedness, animation.
Fuck it, we going copyright it. Animatedness, yo. Look at it. Nah, but for sure, no. I think what separates Doja from Nicki is Nicki was a darling. I think people gravitated to her and what she did. Doja kind of is like anti. Like she don't
too much weird shit, bro.
And it's like that kind of. I don't know how to feel about it. But she's definitely talented. No, she's definitely talented.
She's nice. She nice. Yeah. I'm gonna say mine's probably Ransom.
Ransom?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Ransom.
I love Ransom.
Shout out to Ransom.
I think he's been going crazy for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, him and V Don just and Conway just dropped something. Shout out to V Don. He gonna be on here soon.
That's fine.
Shout out to V Don.
Yeah. Oh, you fuck with Don? Yeah.
Did produce a few tracks with me.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you? Who you feel like don't get a?
I don't know.
Focus.
Yeah,
that's what I thought you was gonna say.
Exactly me. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no.
And Charlie Billions.
We get them 1 billion views.
Hey, come on.
Hold on. But so you agree? Like you feel like you don't get enough credit?
Hell no, for sure. I got big underdog energy.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Popularity. I don't know. I feel like you
don't want a dick ride, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Dick riding is crazy. And I'm
that crazy.
And no, I'm just saying. I'm sorry to say it because
check engine light.
I was having a conversation. I was at a barbecue last night and I was talking to a fellow creator, and that's a big part of what it is today. It's like you got to be connected to something or someone. And that's unfortunate. It's like it's never about the art, really.
I'm jacking that. I think like a lot of his popularity contests, nepotism, shit like that. But
I'm big on nepotism, though.
I'm 50-50, but yeah, I'm 50-50. But
you gonna give if you have a fucking big ass company, you getting your son a job.
For sure.
Right, so you big on
But I mean, I guess nepotism. I don't know if that's the right word, but people just putting their friends on. So it's like, yeah, to a degree, but it's like, do you respect what other people are doing? Like,
but you would do the same.
I would, but I wouldn't. Like if I see,
that's what I'm saying.
So me like Gabe. I know Gabe for years, but I started rocking with Gabe more this year, like heavy. So, but it's more, we linked off of talent. It was like, yo, you killing the rap. I'm like, yo, you killing the photography. All right, let's just work. And we just naturally mess. So it's like me acknowledging what he does. It's not like, yo, this my bro. I chill every day. I'm putting in position. Like, fuck all that.
Yo, you think you could act, bro? I'm like, you got this voice that's like, nigga, you need to be doing like besides music, like
Denzel.
No, for real. Sell your voice, bro. Sell your voice. Let them know, man. Let them know.
Charlie, you not jacking it?
He doesn't have to do like acting on like where he showing his face. He could do like voice.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Voiceovers.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we love a deep voice.
Yeah, like thank you, Neesh.
But back to like what you were saying, right? Like, what's like a crazy gimmick you seen people do that you just like, I don't care what I'm not doing that shit. Like,
just whatever for jumping on trends. Like sexy drill is the thing right now, so everybody wants to make it sell. Like, you know how they be rapping and switch up their flows. I'm not doing that.
So let me ask you, like, because that's a good point, right? But you don't look at that as like maybe kind of challenging your artistry, like if you was to try it.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like it's intent behind it. Like some people just doing it because this is the way that I'm trying to do it.
Like Drake.
Like if I,
but J. Cole did it. That's the crazy part. Nobody would expect J. Cole to do it, and it sounded good. And it didn't feel like.
But that was like somebody asking him to do a feature. Like if he's coming out, his next single is a sexy drill record. It's like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Or an album of sexy drill.
It's like you're kind of wilding a little bit.
I feel differently about that shit though.
Go ahead.
I don't want to hear like our goats. Like I like that they support them, but I don't know if I want to hear the subject matter coming from J. Cole.
Nah, but that's the thing. He doing sexy drill, but it don't feel like you acting like you 16 either. Like on the record, it don't
like
feel
it's more mature. Okay, all right. I respect
and
that.
I look at it like J. Cole and them, like they goats. But I don't even if it was like Jay-Z doing that, I don't give a fuck if it sound mature. I don't want to hear you on that shit. But they still like tapped in a little bit where like it don't sound crazy.
I got you.
I think Jay could get it off.
Nah, Jay can't get that off.
You don't think so?
Nah, he better not try that. I don't want to hear that.
I mean, Jay got some bad songs though.
I hate when you say that.
Jay, yo, Blue Magic is ass, bro.
You always bring that up.
Yo, Blue Magic is not ass. You did that.
I
don't. It doesn't do anything for me. And it's like, yo, you had Pharrell on it, and it's just like nah. I get it because it was for the American Gangster album, but nah, like I'm straight.
Top 5 Hope album. Oh God.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Page,
so go ahead. What's the top 5?
Damn, I don't know. You asked me a wild question. I'm gonna go Blueprint. American Gangster. Can I put Watch the Throne? Is that crazy?
That count.
Watch the Throne. Oh yeah, of course, Reasonable.
And then you better.
What Black album? Fuck it.
Okay, Black album. Damn, I forgot all
they
about
trying to take
Black
Hard Knock Life in the back. No, not for me. Sorry.
No.
Nah.
Sorry, guys.
No, what about your top 5
I don't have a
rappers?
top 5. It's Kanye and the rest of the world.
Oh, see, yo.
Yes, Kanye.
You a Gemini?
nigga.
Huh?
You a Gemini?
Not Taurus.
That's close.
Taurus gang.
Nah, but Kanye is the GOAT, bro.
For sure.
Go for what?
Music.
Hip hop
He's a
artistry.
genius.
Music. Just music.
Make sure you say artistry.
Hip hop artistry. Go period.
Y'all bogus though, but I'm gonna let
Think
you
about
know.
all. Nah,
No,
but
y'all definitely bogus.
why?
How?
Kanye don't write those raps. And y'all wouldn't let Drake be number 1.
They just put Drake in the top 5.
Love a Drake.
I respect it. But Kanye ain't the GOAT.
Great.
Jay-Z the GOAT, bro.
Period.
Yeah, y'all
sure.
know that though. Y'all know that.
I'm not.
Alright.
Jay. Well, yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
So well, moving forward, right? So now we get into like the more introspective part of the show. So I got some topics that I want to get into. So I want to be clear before we get into this topic. Has everybody that's sitting with us today, have y'all grown up in a 2-parent household?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you
have,
done
yeah.
it? Okay. So now, like, I did it. Like, my parents split when I was 11, and I didn't realize how it affected me. But now that I'm older and I understand them both, like, being a man and also, like, being there for my mom, like, me and my mom is like this. Like, do you think it should have been a time where they, like, split up?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead, explain.
Your parents split too?
They split when we were older. So my dad's thing was, they weren't. So he didn't want no other man raising us. So he stood in the house despite unhappiness or like despite they weren't together, but they were living together.
Yeah.
So I've witnessed that like growing up.
Like roommates. They was basically roommates. Yeah.
And it was just like, I've seen them like go out oh yeah, like fake, like they're like good,
Yeah.
and come home and it's not good.
No.
Yeah.
So you felt like they should have just gave it up.
Man, listen, pack it up. Because at the end of the day, like y'all was not happy.
But
y'all
what did it
wasted
feel like
so
in the
many
house?
years. I mean, like it was. I felt like it was normal to me, but then like growing up and seeing like actually healthy, loving 2-parent households, it's not healthy.
Okay.
It's
I
like
understand.
you're
have a question.
harboring all this. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So if they would have separated, you wouldn't have been in the same house with your dad.
Probably not.
So what about you talking about their relationship? How did it affect you? Like, would
I was just
would
about
you
to
have
ask you that,
preferred
too.
that, like not being around both your parents same time?
I mean, me and my dad have a very great relationship. So I feel like it depends. I don't think they should have. I was in high school when they actually like broke up but were still together.
Right.
So I wouldn't have mind at that time. But if
Okay.
they would have did it when I was younger, it probably would have affected me a little bit worse. But then seeing that now, it kind of affected me as an adult. Like seeing that whole shit play out.
Yeah.
Only because now I caught myself like even mad years ago. I caught myself with my ex like, oh yeah, like we're split up, but like you could just. I'm trying to like, I'm not gonna kick you out the apartment, but like you could stay here, get your shit together, just hit the couch. I'm in the room. Like I'm trying to still like I get hurt. Like I know what she was trying to like. You're not trying to like get the fuck out, but it's like I care about you, but you're still gonna hinder me from like growing emotionally if I like have you around and like.
Yeah. I thought it was strict over there.
Did you not hear me say X some years ago?
I thought you was strict. I told you it's
now
Six
I
Flags. There's Six Flags over
No,
there.
it's
I keep
not.
telling you.
It's not
bro.
Six Flags.
It's fun over there.
We all have to evolve.
You right. I'm sorry. You right. We got it. What about you, Charlie? You want to chime in on this topic?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with my parents. They had an unconventional relationship. They were more like friends that were married. Like they didn't really like sleep in the same bed or anything. But I think it worked for them, and I can't think of a better match for either one. Like,
But you Haitian, right?
yeah,
Oh, so that's like
that.
like a normal thing. I heard
it's
that.
not because I had aunts and uncles that were not.
No,
that
that's
way.
like the 5th time I heard that from 5 different like.
Really?
Yeah.
But none of I didn't experience that with like any of my aunts and uncles. Like they weren't that way. They were like sleeping.
I
in the
think
same
that's
bed.
like some Caribbean shit. Period. Though
I've never heard anybody.
I've heard
like,
it like, a lot.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
normal to me. Like that's like I said, that's the 5th time. Maybe they didn't want y'all to think they was doing it.
They definitely wasn't doing it.
Okay.
I was one and done.
Oh, that's why. So you don't put it like that. Then,
They
yeah.
definitely wasn't
Oh,
doing it.
okay,
They
so-
haven't done it since the 80s.
Question. Like they still together today?
My dad passed away, but they were together until he
my
passed away.
condolences.
Okay, all right, sorry.
And she
to
took
hear
care of
that.
him.
So clapping for the
I
dad.
think
I'm glad
they were meant to
together.
be, regardless.
Damn, my
Okay,
fault. That
okay.
was wicked.
What about
Rest in
you,
peace.
Mel?
I grew up with my mother and my step pops, and I don't know. They was like high school, like best friends type shit. So
Yeah.
I guess it worked until it didn't work. But when I think about who they are today, I don't know. I can't say. I really can't say because shit was fucked up in the crib. Like nigga, nobody in my crib like had no type of like emotional intelligence. But I don't know if I could say they should have broke up though. I ain't really understand. Like
Yeah.
feel me? Because that ain't my pops either. Like so. I don't know. Yeah, I can't say if they should have broke up because they actually was friends first. Like,
Yeah.
there was something there. And also, my mother had me young, so I don't think she knew who she was. I think once she grew into who she was, I guess I could say, yeah. Once she grew into who she was, but that was years later, yeah, they should have broke up. They shouldn't have been together.
Where's your pops at?
My pop story is wild. How much time you got?
So wait, he was never in the picture?
Well, like, not really, but also my mother told me somebody was my father that wasn't. So, yeah, he was like in and out. Like, he would come get me every now and then, but I really spent a lot of time with his mom, right? But then later on, I found my biological father, like maybe like 3-4 years ago. But yeah,
How was that? Sorry, how was that?
don't make that face, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's real.
I be like,
Story right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's wild, but like,
Get your shit off.
shit is a lot. Shit is a lot. Like I spent so much time being angry with one nigga that had every right not to be there. But even when I found my real pops, it was hard. Like, damn, I wasted so much time. Like I couldn't even think like, damn, this nigga's not like my father. Like, how he not my father? I done been around my siblings a few times, like, and they like fuck with me, but it's like, yo, we not even really related. Like, you feel me? Like, I got my grandmother tattooed, but you ain't even really my like by blood at least. You're not really my grandmother. Like, so it's different. It's still difficult. Like, my biological pops, like, he be reaching out to me. Sometimes I don't even pick up the phone. Like, it should just be too much. Like, it'd be like, it's a new norm for me. Like, I got siblings that reach out. It'd be like, I got a sibling that went to school with this nigga. Like, that, yeah, he reach out sometime and I'll be like, yo, this should be weird as fuck, bro. Like, it's like some Antoine Fisher type shit. Like, you meeting like a whole new family. Like, it just be wild. Like, I try like to keep it like as much as I can. Like, sometimes I reach out like, yo, like, Pops, how you doing and shit? But it's like, I don't really know you. I ain't grow up with you. And a part of me still didn't want to let go the anger from like, son. Like, I still be saying to myself, if I see him today, I still want to hurt him because you still didn't step up. But he had every right to not step up. So, should be wild, bro. Should be wild.
Wait, you had family that went to school with me?
My brother went to school with you. I told you this before.
What he said about me?
That's what you.
What he said about me?
What
he said about me?
I don't know.
Yo, if I tell you what he said about you, you're going to be embarrassed. So.
What?
Because you wasn't back then.
Little nigga.
All right. He was a grade above you. Yeah,
okay, all right. So, for me, and to answer the question about parents and stuff like that, for me, I wish they would have stayed together.
Really?
Absolutely.
Like knowing who they both are?
Yeah. I just think it's important. I think a man being around, it's a layer of protection that my mother doesn't have. Like, you know, that now she has to look to me and my siblings for. And it's tough. And it's like, me and my mom, we don't have a normal relationship. It's like she looked to me to be her guy for everything. And it's unfortunate because it puts a lot of pressure on me. And it's shit that I wasn't ready for or ready to deal with. So I think it's important for a man to stick around. Like, I kind of respect your pops for what he did. Like,
I fuck with it.
It's probably like whack being, because you could feel the tension in the crib, but also it's like, nah, at least you was protected. You was there. Probably if shit was broken around the crib, he took care of it. So I think things like that are important.
I got a question for you though, right? Like, because you said like just having a man around is important. Like, what if they split up, and your pops was around for the most part, but what if he was around way more? Like, what if something went wrong in the crib and he was the person to, like, come fix it? Like,
it's still not the same, because that's who I am now. Like, so, and it fuck with me sometimes, because it's like, you know, I'm co-parenting, so it's the same thing. So it's like, it's nothing like being there every day. Like, it's not like, and you know me, I go hard. I go from Jersey to see my daughter, take her to school, pick her up, all of that. But it's nothing like being there 24/7. So I got to give her mom a lot of credit when it comes to everything, you know, because and they don't have that protection. It's not to say like she's in danger, but it's just like, it's just something about having a man around, you know. Y'all go through shit that I don't deal with. It's like walking to the car, like things like that, like stuff that I would normally take for granted. But now that I have a daughter, I'm thinking like, damn, they could be in the parking lot. You see it on the internet, people getting snatched up, grabbed up, and it's scary, you know. So I think about stuff like that. So I just think for that reason alone that I wish they would have like figured it out.
I feel that.
How old are you when they split?
11.
And how many siblings you got?
2.
Boys or?
Older brother, younger sister.
Damn.
Yeah. But my brother, like, he was kind of like my pops, cause that's who I followed. Like, me and him spent so much time together. It's a 7-year age difference between all of us. Yeah. So it's like, he was my example. So whatever that nigga did.
All of us.
Yeah, well, yeah, cause he was around. Like, we all try to do what he did, you know?
All same father, same mom?
No. My pop's got a different father.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Your brother got a different
father. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. But then but like I said, I understand, like, why they had to break up though, and they wasn't on the same page. So this leads right into my next question. Is it important for partners to be equally yoked? Like, is that important? Like, so me and you had a conversation the other day. Can I bring it up?
Fuck no.
All right. All right, so basically, right, say if it's something that you passionate about, like your music, is it important for you to have a partner that's passionate about music as well?
I don't know if about passionate, but at least respect and understand what I'm doing. I'd say that the least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my stance.
What about you, Neesh? What like do you need that from your partner or your person?
Support. Like I'm very supportive, so I'm gonna support whatever you want to do.
But
like,
well, it's a little bit deeper than that because I don't want you to confuse support with being equally yoked with.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you, like, because what does that even look like? Because I feel like that was kind of the basis of our conversation the other day. Like,
No, because I think there's a difference between being supportive because like it comes with understanding. I think support is like music. You probably gonna have to travel, studio time, like money gonna be leaving the crib because you paying for all this shit. So that's like understanding. But I think equally yoked is like okay, like equally ambitious. Like yo, does your partner need to be as ambitious as you?
No.
Okay.
I want to say as ambitious, but definitely somewhat.
Like you couldn't date a bum bitch.
like goals and stuff.
So when I'm thinking about that part, I'm thinking like the equally yoked thing. I'm thinking like financially and stuff like that. I feel like as a man, you don't have to be on my level financially. I feel like a woman, it might be different.
It's different, yeah.
But as far as like personal and character and stuff like that, I guess having like some sort of respect for what I'm doing. That's the basis of everything, respect and understanding.
What about you, millions?
Billions.
Top 5?
It is.
Top 5.
I guess so. I mean, like he said, like just not somebody who's a bum, somebody that's going after something or has something that they want to attain. As long as you are, like I said, have something or working towards something, whether you're at the same level as I may be, quote unquote, as long as you have that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So
I don't need nobody too crazy, yo.
On like both of them, they talking about like kind of the ambition part, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to another part. The part that probably matters to me the most is you gotta have in your mind that we gonna do whatever it takes for this shit to work. Like on some, I'm talking about it ain't. Y'all don't like that you did this. I'm dipping. Like it gotta be, yo, let's have this conversation. Let's try to work through this. Oh, this is sensitive to you. All right, even if I feel like I'm correct in whatever I'm saying, I know what I said hurt you. I gotta find a different way to like relay that message. Like it ain't, this can't be ego driven where it's like, I know I'm right, so I gotta get it off. Like, nah, it gotta be like, you gotta kind of, these are the two important things to me, sacrifice and compromise, right? If y'all equally yoked there on some, we both on that, we both on, like, we gonna figure this out regardless, then that's, like, that means something to me. The ambition part, like, we can figure that out, because people go through shit. So you might be super ambitious 3 straight years, and then you got, like, 3 months where maybe shit ain't clicking, you depressed, like, we could figure that out. Yeah. But as long as you know we figuring it out together, like, that's how I feel about the equally yoked.
You in a relationship?
Huh?
You in a relationship?
Nah. Single.
Yeah.
We need to get Mel woman. With those kind of answers, we about to have a pop the balloon with Mel.
You do one of them pop your balloon shits?
For the show, yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of the show, yeah.
Why would you pop your balloon? What would make you pop your balloon?
I don't like dumb shit. You know what? No, I wouldn't do the pop. Because right now, the way I be feeling, I don't be liking nothing. I don't like people right now. So,
I'm popping all the balloons too.
Yeah, I'm
popping all the balloons.
It'd be any little thing you say. Like, I'll be like, nah.
I'm in love already, so I'm popping all the balloons. I'm just going to pop everybody's balloons.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then popping all the balloons, man.
That's what I'm talking
We
about.
popping all the balloons. That's
Say
it.
it again.
I'm in love, man. You know, love is in me. You know, love is in me. You know, love is in me, man. What's up, man?
Is it your Valentine?
Right.
Excuse me?
No.
Is it your Valentine?
Hello?
Sorry.
What's up? What's going on over here?
I'm like, no.
I don't know why she's running with that. I don't know why she's running with that.
Wait, are you in love with your Valentine?
I'm in love.
With your Valentine?
I'm in love.
With your
himself.
Valentine? Right.
That's crazy.
You didn't answer, Neesh.
What?
You
Didn't
didn't
answer
answer.
what?
The equally yoked joint.
I said all you have to do is be supportive. I mean, if we're talking about what you said, I don't think I'm in that space anymore. So now it's kind of like,
What you on? Gang shit, right?
I'm with you, bro. Yo, hold on. Neesh, I'm on your ass right now.
Why?
I'm with Neesh. I'm with Neesh.
Because I was always like that. Like, oh, we're together. Whatever you're going through, I'm with it. Like, It doesn't matter. Like, I'm all for it. Chance after chance. Nigga, fuck that
Yo,
shit.
can I get an ISO?
That's what I'm talking about.
Can I get an ISO real quick? I need an
Now,
ISO real quick.
everything you do wrong, I'm dipping. Like, that's really, like, that's really what it is.
Yo, can I ask you a
It's so
question?
sad.
Can I ask you a question?
I
wanna
don't
get
like
this-
it, though. I don't like it. I don't like being like this.
Let me ask you something. What type of standard do you think you set for yourself
What do you mean?
when it comes to men?
I just like to be treated right. But I also
That's
like
like
to
vague.
no, because I'm an easily pleased person. I'm not hard to please. It's just
That's subjective, though.
wow.
Nah, that's a fact.
Everybody needs to relax.
Let me ask your last
What's
10
going
niggas
on
if they
with
feel that way. Like,
No, I asked that question. I asked that question because I think women don't really have intent a lot of times. So when I asked you what your standard was, I was expecting like something like
Oh, like a list?
formal. Like it don't got to be a list, but something that's like tangible. You just say, "Yo, I want to be treated well," but what does that look like for
I
you?
just want to be treated well right now.
There's
Like,
mad
and
niggas
I
that'll
said,
treat you well.
But
I'm just like,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm
In
in
your
a
DMs right now,
I'm
waiting
in
for a
a
response.
What is
space
well? What is well?
that
Right.
like
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
selfish. Like I think I'm in my selfish era right now. So right now, I have so much other shit going on. Like you're not gonna fuck up my mental. You're not gonna fuck up my mental peace. So once you start doing that, gotta go.
Oh, I got a better question to that.
Go.
If that's how you feel, right, don't date.
That's true. Which is why I don't care to right now.
No, care to and not doing is two different things.
I don't care to.
Does that make you
I
toxic?
don't mind being alone. No, because
question.
I state what I state like my expectations.
You
So
bogus.
What are the
You
expectations?
bogus,
Because you
bro.
ain't really
I
say
still
that.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
bogus,
Expectations.
bro.
I
though.
state my expectations. Like I just be like, listen, like I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't mind going forward, but I don't know where I want to go right now.
That's the issue that I'm.
You bogus,
what,
bro.
what
How
I'm
am I
saying, like,
bogus?
no, because I think a lot of women have these. I want this man to be this way, but you're not setting a standard. So
You don't even know what you want.
my belief in
At this point, yeah, we are this cloudy
Hold on.
minded, and I said that, like I'm in my selfish era. I don't want to think about niggas right now. Like I'm totally okay with
No,
not
but
being
bigger
one.
than niggas, and I think that's what it is. So for me, setting a standard for me is how I treat myself.
Okay,
Right.
So certain women know, they know not to say nothing to me
Mm-hmm.
because they see me, they see how I'm looking, they see what I'm dropping, they see how I carry myself every day. I don't want just anybody approaching me thinking they got a chance.
Love that for
Like,
you.
and I think that's a part of me setting a standard. So it's not about what you allow niggas to do. It's more about the discipline you have in yourself. So it's like, I don't like you know, you well kept. Nails always done, hair always done. You look decent. So
Nails be fire.
you
You look more than decent, baby.
No, I'm just saying.
I love
Billions.
y'all.
Nah. Yo,
I'm just
Trillions.
tired.
no,
I think that's what I'm
but I think
legit
that's what it is. I
tired.
think that it's the standard is you, and I think
Well, that's
people
good.
no people like play with you.
Thank you.
I think people play with you because you allow them to play. But I think once you set that, like, yo, this is what it is. This is how I treat myself. This is how I carry myself. Then niggas gonna move accordingly,
But
and
I
that's
do
for
that
anybody.
Anyway. So people play what they play and they just get dismissed. It's not really nothing about nothing no more.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll have a talk later. What about you, Charlie Millions?
Yo, she's
What's the question?
What's up? What's up?
What's the question?
How do you set a standard for yourself?
I don't know.
What you mean?
I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I feel like nobody bothers me anyway. maybe I'm like you, where like they know. I either get hit on by like ridiculous people, like who would never have a chance, like literally homeless people on the street, or like or like nobody at all. So it's like it's pretty easy for me to keep a standard because nobody really bothers me.
What's the line that somebody like you end the game? Like if this person does this, I'm not dealing with them.
I don't like.
Outside of cheating.
I just don't like someone that like plays games. I'm not in a game playing era, whatever that might mean. There are a lot of games to be played, and if any of them are played, I'm out.
What's the one game? What's the one
I just don't
game?
like people that try to act like all nonchalant and try to play the, I'm the prize kind of. I don't like men that think that they're the prize and that I gotta chase them. So it's like if I ever gotta chase somebody, it's like.
You don't think a man could be the prize?
That's how I'm looking at
Go
Stoug
crazy, go
like,
crazy.
You don't think a man could ever be the prize?
Stoug Knight.
I have to use the bathroom.
Go use the bathroom.
Really bad.
Nah, hold that shit, because I had to pee for man.
Give them a show.
No.
Go to the back.
No, I think men can be the prize as well, and I think, but that's up to the women to feel that way. I think it's gonna be a guy that comes along in your life that you be like, damn, I'm so lucky to have this man, because we helpful as well, just like y'all the prize.
I absolutely agree. I just feel like I'm very old fashioned and I don't like to pursue men. So if any man is giving me like, you gotta pursue me vibes, it's like, I'm good.
Nah, because that's weird for me, because it's like women, it's like a thin line between thirst and interest, right? So I think it's like we walk this fine line where it's like, damn, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to be aggressive. But like, what do y'all want? Like, how should a man approach y'all?
It's a difference though from walking that line and acting like a bitch, like acting like chase me.
Right.
You sound crazy as a nigga acting like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can't say it. We can't say chase me, but chase me. Like, come get me.
Nah.
Come get your husband.
No.
Come get your husband. Come get your husband, bro. Come get your husband too. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, yo, I'm but I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a great husband, and I know that. Yeah. So if you willing to fucking, you willing to let me slide by, like, that's your loss.
Nah, I had a guy who I was talking to. I blocked him because he was annoying me. He found me on Instagram, hunted me down, and then I unblocked him. I texted him, and he just didn't respond to me. And I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
And he he was like, yeah, for real. This is a game. Like, why would you hunt me down just to have me like reopen the door?
He saw you in person, and that's what made him get this. Like, go for the Instagram. Well, he only saw you.
We were talking. We met in person.
Got you. Okay.
So we were talking. He just wasn't moving how I wanted him to move. I blocked him. He found me on Instagram, hit me up, like try to get me to unblock him. I unblocked him. When I unblocked him, he did nothing with that. Like, so why have me open the door for you?
Like, ego, niggas just don't like me.
Yeah, so that's why you gotta go.
I understand.
You blocked forever.
I understand.
All right. So, what brings you peace, Focus?
Peace?
Yeah.
Food.
Oh, you a foodie?
You a real tourist.
That's in your bio, foodie. Hashtag foodie. Yeah.
No, food, chilling, being by myself, chilling with my son.
You a loner?
Nah, not a loner, but you know, sometimes you gotta take time to yourself just to get back in your zone, shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a loner though.
You was alone a lot in London?
For a short period of time, for like the first few months, but I got family out there I would see, and then I made friends kind of fast, and I had some roommates and shit like that.
That means you had some London hoes.
Oh, Jesus.
I wouldn't call them hoes.
Fuck,
Nice women.
Did you have them, bro?
I had some women I dealt with in London.
Oh, this nigga too mature, bro. Get him out of here. London women you was dealing with. What would you say is the difference between women in London and here?
New York. Sorry.
You about to say bitches?
No, I was gonna say bitches. I don't know. New York women are like a little more stush.
Ooh.
With London women, I feel like not to say that New York women aren't cultured, but I feel like there's like a lot of culture over there.
Yeah.
And I just feel like everybody outside New York is a little more receptive. Like even in the South, we just came from Atlanta.
Yeah.
We was loving that shit.
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself living out there?
London?
Yeah.
I would have stayed if my visa didn't expire.
Oh, what?
Hell yeah, I didn't want to come back.
You can't renew the visa?
I was there on a student visa, so I got a job there, but they wouldn't sponsor me because it's cheaper to just get an employee that's a citizen. So
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Damn, we wouldn't even be sitting here.
Yo, God has a plan.
Yeah. You think you would have been still rapping out there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right, nigga. You would have there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, nigga.
Yes, I would have been. I was rapping while I was there. I got tape. I made like 2 tapes, shot a bunch of videos out there. Hell yeah.
So what could we expect from you? Like you said, you have music on the website. What else is coming up? Shows, anything?
I got a show tomorrow, opening for Rome Streets. I got another show in Brooklyn in the Meadows. I got a bunch of shows that's coming up, but more importantly is the Closure album on my website, focusthetruth.com/closure. I'm shooting a short film for that. And yeah, I'll be dropping a lot of content.
That Lose It All joint is off the Closure album?
Lost It All, but yes, it is.
Lost It All, that's what I was to say.
That's the first track on the Closure album.
All right.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, yo, appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up.
Appreciate
you, man.
Mel,
great conversation.
Word.
My Taurus gang.
Taurus gang.
May 20.
Billions.
All right, yo, Speakeasy Podcast. We out.
Bye, because I got to pee. Shit. Fuck this.
You ain't want to give him a show? That's
Keep that in.